You made it to episode 2 of the 7-step Mr. TwoLocks strategy course. This one we're going over bankroll management. And if you don't understand this video, watch it twice, because if you don't abide by this video, none of this course matters. The rest of this course do not matter. And you learn some risk management, and you learn how to manage your bankroll, right? A bankroll is just the total amount of money you have set aside to bet on sports. It should be money that you don't necessarily need. I do a style of betting called unit betting. Some people call it flat betting. This is the most important video. Please watch it twice if you have to. Let's get into bankroll management and unit betting. All right, let's go over unit betting, right? It's really a very simple concept, but a unit in sports betting, I get this question a lot, by the way. A unit in sports betting is a fixed amount you put on any bet, right? Instead of saying I got $10 on it, say I got 1 unit on it. So it replaces the dollar amount, right? So this keeps your bets proportional to your money and protects you from emotional decisions. Most bettors lose because they bet too much, too fast, and too emotionally. So some people might have $100 to their name, right, for sports betting. Some people will bet the whole $100, and I never understood. I'm like, that's crazy, but I get it. It's a risky activity, hobby. I get it, but that is not the disciplined long term way to be a better. And some people bet too fast. Some people bet too emotional. Some people lose $20 and try to spend another $20 to make it back, and then they lose that $20. Then they try to bet $40 to make it back 80, and they go down the rabbit hole. So we do not gamble. We execute a plan, and let's talk about the plan of unit betting. So let's talk about it. The two locks unit rule, right? Your unit size will be 1% of your bankroll. You want to know why we only bet 1% of our bankroll at a time? It's because if we happen to go on a losing streak, which it happens to 99% of the bettors, will go on a very losing streak. Let's say we lose 10 bets in a row. Hey, look, we only lost 10% of our bankroll. We still got 90% we could still bet with, right? We don't want to blow through our bankroll. And let me just clarify this. A bankroll is just the total amount you have set aside to bet. So let's look at our example here. What I recommend most people to come into sports betting with is $500. I think $500 is a good amount to come to sports betting with and start betting with. But for this example, we're going to use $1,000. $1,000. 1% of $1,000 is $10. So 1 unit will be $10. We have $1,000 bankroll. We are able to deposit $1,000 into FanDuel, but that don't mean we gotta use the whole $1,000. That don't mean we gotta use $50. That don't mean we gotta use 100. No, we're gonna play it smart. We're gonna play the long game. We're gonna do $10 bets, right? So let me just show you an example of what that looks like over on the FanDuel app. So let's say I want to bet on 3 teams tonight, right? Let's say I want to bet on the Sacramento Kings money line. That just means to win. Let's say I want to bet on Miami Heat money line. That's just to win. And let's say I want to bet on the Lakers to beat the Spurs tonight, right? Those are 3 bets. And what we're doing is we're not doing a parlay. I don't recommend beginners to do parlays, but we're going to go to straight bets. There's an option that gives you straight bets. We're going to put $10 on each bet, right? $10, just $10. And then we're going to place that. That's $30, right? We have a bankroll of $1,000, and we only betting $30 of it. We cannot run through our bankroll that fast if we only betting $30 to $50 out of 1,000, right? So what I want to do is I would place these bets and $10 on the Kings, $10 on Miami Heat, $10 on the Lakers. No matter what I bet, my unit is $10. I'm placing $10 on every bet, no matter what. That is what unit betting is. It keeps you disciplined and it keeps you from losing a lot of money too fast, too quick. Now, what I did is I remixed that foundation, right? And sometimes if I feel good about a bet, I'll put 2 units on it. So 2% of my bankroll, which would be $20, but only if I'm confident. I don't bump up unless I'm confident in a bet, right? And then the max I'll go ever, excuse me, is 3 units. That means, all right, I don't think this bet got a chance of losing. I'm gonna throw 3 units on it. Let's ride, right? Parlays, I only do zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.5 units on a parlay. So zero point 0.1 of a unit is $1 to $5. And the reason why you want to bump down the amount you bet on parlays, because parlays have a harder chance of hitting, right? So let's go back to FanDuel. Let me share this tab. So let's go to the Sacramento Kings and Pacers game, right? So if I think the Kings is going to win, I have a 50-50 chance of hitting that bet, right? Either the Kings win or they don't win. That's it, right? I got a 50-50 chance, right? It's like flipping a coin. I got a 50-50 chance Kings win or they don't win. Now, let's say I have more confidence in the Miami Heat to win than I got in the Kings, right? Let's say I got a little bit more confidence. Let me hit $20 on Miami Heat money line. That's 2 units. That's because I'm bumping it up because I feel more confident in that, right? Now let's go down to the Lakers game. Let's say I think ain't no way in hell the Lakers lose to the Spurs tonight. You know, you hear that all the time. You know, you done your research. You're like, maybe the Spurs got someone that's injured, right? And you'd be like, oh, Lakers is all healthy. Wemby's not playing. Look, I don't see how the Lakers could lose. Maybe you put 3 units on it, $30, and that's the max you should ever go is 3 units. Never go above 3 units, but only do that if you feel very, 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 very confident. I rarely do that, just to let you know. Most of my bets are 1 and 2 units. If I like my basic bets to be $10. If I feel confident, I will go to 20. That's it. And this is all with a bankroll of $1,000. You cannot lose all that money at one time. So let's say we wanted to put this in a parlay. We want to do a money line parlay. That means all three of these things have to happen, right? That means the Kings have to win, Miami have to win, and the Lakers have to win. You need 3 things to go right for this parlay to win. It's not a 50-50 type of thing. So if I was playing this parlay and $10 is 1 unit for me, I might put maybe $5 on it. $5 will get me 3 units. Look at that, almost $30. Half a unit will get me 3 units, or in the dollar amount, $5 will get me almost $30. So that is unit betting right there. No parlays, right? No parlays for beginners. Just do straight bets and run up the bankroll and watch how you become profitable, right? That is unit betting, bankroll management. I always say start off with at least $500. That way your unit size could be $5. Or you can start off with 1,000 and your unit size can be 10. But do not, I highly recommend don't come in this game with less than $500 you got to spare to lose. Okay? All right. See you in the next video.